I do apologise for this. It seems that my batteries ran out halfway through that last conversation. I don't entirely know what part it cut off at, but I was basically praising Perception and intrigued by Hannibal, even though I don't think it has anything to do with Hannibal Lecter, and therefore I'm not entirely sure what the point or the direction of the show is. But we'll see what happens. I need some replacement TV shows because a lot of mine are ending or being cancelled. Oh my god, it's horrible. They've cancelled Cult. I don't know how I'm going to cope. I adore Cult. I think it's genius. And now they've taken it away from me. I might just weep and cry. So yeah, I'm watching harsh serial killer, brutal, torture, horror, thriller TV shows and a kids' cartoon called Adventure Time. I'm not sure what that says about my sanity or the type of person I am, or the type of girl I am. But considering I have a boyfriend, I can't be that bad of a girl because he seems to be watching the same things as me and not judging me for it. I've also completely disproven Gokwan by the fact that I'm dating someone I met at an anime convention that is an epic geek who on our first date we played computer games and Magic the Gathering, which to me was like, oh my god, best date ever. And he likes cosplay and beat 'em ups and watching crazy shows and weird movies and then going to Chinatown to eat Chinese and then hang out in arcades. So you know what, Gokwan was wrong about everything. I can talk about as many movies as I like. I can be me, I can be loud and silly and over boisterous, and my tattoos are great. The fact that I do martial arts is awesome. You know, he doesn't even judge me for being vegetarian, even though he's a meat eater. I'm like, you know what? I'm doing pretty well. So I've had a hiccup. I'm back on track. Hence these wonderful reviews are going to finally start appearing again. I really need to write some more articles for Lizzie, though. But I'm doing lots of artwork at the moment. I'm loving my painting. It's what's got me through the last month. And I need to start costume making. I've also doing my customised shoes. Oh, I should show off my latest pair of shoes. From the manga Yami no Matsue. Yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with how these shoes came out. So yeah, customised shoes on Etsy, go me! I really should start taking commissions, but I haven't really got that far in my grand scheme of, you know, self-employment and arting of the geeky kind. But never mind, I've got an exciting month of awesome geekiness coming up in May, so hopefully I'll ride out April, get over my shump, spend geeky dates playing Magic the Gathering and Marvel vs. Capcom while watching anime dressed in cosplays of the TARDIS. Like I've always wanted to do. I'm grateful to the Gok Show because it gave me exposure to the world, but also truly made me understand how happy I am just being me, and that you don't have to change yourself, your outward appearance, or the way you talk to kind of find people that are attracted or just like you as a person. So that's very nice. I'm trying to think if there's anything else because it's been so long. I really should have updated sooner, but Month of Hell kind of did that to me. No. I think that's it, my dears. I think I'm going to sign off. I just basically wanted to rant about Bates Motel and Hannibal. And there's no other new shows coming. I mean, there's that new sci-fi show Defiance starting soon, which I'm quite intrigued about. I want to also watch Da Vinci's Demons. I've got one more episode, and it's the final ever episode of Spartacus. I will cry so much. I've loved this show. It's amazing. It's like perfection, the most perfectly made television show ever. I'm not going to sure what I'm going to do about it. I didn't replace all my loves with Cult, and now they've taken that away from me. So, I'm not sure what other shows to watch. I've still got some other things going. I've still got Supernatural in my life, and at least that's been renewed for a nice series. So, I think I'm just going to watch lots of anime. At the moment, what am I watching? I am watching Persona 4, which at first I was a bit like I don't really get it, because it's nothing like Persona Trinity Soul, which I adored. Turns out Persona Trinity Soul had nothing to do with the Japanese computer games. Persona 4 really is based on them. But now that I've kind of got in it and I've kind of got more used to the characters and I'm kind of working out what's happening, and based on tarots and building relationships, creates the kind of personas that will go into battle. And now that it's actually starting to move into the arc where they're fighting for something rather than just discovering who they are and what their personas are, it's become more intriguing to me. So we'll see. I've only got a few more episodes of that left. And I've got one more episode of Series 3 of Battlestar Galactica. I know I'm behind. Everyone in the world has seen it but me, but it took me a while to get into it. I adore Guy Spouter. I hate military types in TV shows. Like, I just get so annoyed with them. They always think that the way to go is to be the military, and you have to, like, sacrifice yourself for the greater good. But if you sacrifice yourself for the greater good, because you're so moralistic, then all the people you leave behind are the ones that suffer. Because not only because you're a good person, you've probably got a good core, like, people who respect you, who love you. You die because you've sacrificed yourself to the greater good, rather than try and work things out. Then, well, you're dead, and then you've left a load of people in mourning. And also, the people that are all good and moral keep killing themselves off, then the people left running the society are the ones that are all about, like, self-satisfaction, self-preservation, the cowards, the manipulatives. It's like, you need the people with the moral standing to try and be there to support the ones that know how to, like, get into power and talk and stuff, but their own morals are slightly skew-if, so therefore they need moral standing from... But the military types always just seem to think that, like, oh my goodness, like, let's just, like, blow up the holy temple because that's the best solution. Like, don't let the Cylons get it. It's like, you know what, you people, if you just ages ago had just talked to them, none of this shit would be happening now. Like, okay, yeah, Guy Spouter is all about self-preservation, but you know what, he's one of the most human characters in it. Like, he never actually really intentionally did anything. He was all manipulated and, like, feared. They're all trying to get him on genocide trials at the moment. But he had a gun shoved in his face. He is a bit of a coward. Let's put it, I know that. He's a coward, and he's a talker and an inspirer, but his morals are slightly skew-if, and he's very egotistical. But he's very, very intelligent. And if someone had just kind of beaten his moral code and, don't just judge him. He didn't commit suicide. I can never remember his name because he annoys me so much. But, like, the guy with one eye, he's a far more evil character. He's actually clean-cut bigoted against not only the Cylons, but other human races. Like, so he's a bigot. And he's all for, like, let's just flush them out airlocks. He's killed people. Actual, like, Gaius hasn't gone around killing people because he didn't agree with their morals or thought they'd, and they're just so, I'm like, no, the people that formed the resistance, fair dues, you wanted to get the Cylons out of New Caprica, but the people that tried to be the policing and armings and stuff were trying to work out a way to coexist. And so I'm getting very frustrated at the moment because I hate military types, and they always think that their morals are so much better when really they're kind of not. And the president thinks she's so almighty and holier than thou because she had cancer and has hallucinations about possible gods and stuff. And I hate religion. So between, like, religious visions and military dictatorships, I'm like, oh my god, no wonder I like Gaius. At least he's science and intelligence and also a little bit mental, which is always far more attractive and interesting to watch. So I am getting a bit frustrated with Battlestar, but I'm hoping that, like, it will play out a little bit better and Gaius won't get done for mass murder. And I do enjoy the fact that he's being represented by Crowley or Bob the Caretaker, depending on which fandom I'm going a bit mental for, because I adore Mark Sheppard and I love him being in this. Oh, yeah, Mark Sheppard definitely makes every TV show better. I think on that note, I'm going to sign off. Obviously, you can find me on the Let Zoe Spoil You Facebook group, YouTube channel, and now Etsy account, and a Pinterest account, and you can follow me at Lone Dreamer Yowie on Twitter. I hope to hear from you guys, or see some of you around at the conventions coming up. Till then, take care. Bye-byes.